Now, live, NBC 10 News at 11.
Her husband was killed in Iraq, but not the way that you might think. And now a young Pennsylvania widow is demanding some answers. And she turned to Luann Kahn and the NBC 10 investigators.
He risked his life for his country over and over again, but his wife says what took his life in Iraq is so horrendous and inexcusable. She wants you to know about it.
It's devastating, you know. You plan to, when you marry, you plan to stay with them forever. So it's been hard, very hard.
They met in the Air Force, and the young couple fell in love while serving in Iraq. Janine says she knew when she married Adam Hermanson. He was a dedicated soldier. He served 4 dangerous tours of duty in Iraq and Uzbekistan.
He loved what he was doing. He absolutely loved it. He took great pride in what he did.
When he came home to Muncie, Pennsylvania, Janine says she was relieved, but when he started looking for contract work in Iraq to make money. In July, he was hired by Triple Canopy, a company contracted by the federal government to provide security to government officials in Iraq.
I begged him not to go, we all did, but you have to support one another. And we wanted to buy a house, and going over there, it would have made a really big down payment on a house.
Janine took comfort in the fact that Adam was in one of the safest places you can be in Iraq, the Green Zone in Baghdad's Camp Olympia. But on September 1st, he stepped into a danger zone he knew nothing about. His own shower. In his own dorm room, Janine was told he was electrocuted.
There were burn marks on both of his feet, his left shoulder.
He didn't take a bullet. He didn't run over a car bomb. He died taking a shower.
The Department of Defense reports dozens of incidents of electric shocks in Iraq since 2003. Adam Hermanson is the 19th soldier or contractor to die from electrocution during that time. The DoD documented others serving in Iraq who were shocked to death after jumping in a pool and power washing a car. Several others died in the shower, including Green Beret Ryan Maseth from Pittsburgh. Adam Hermanson's electrocution is the only one associated with Triple Canopy. In October, the Undersecretary of Defense wrote in this letter, Triple Canopy is solely responsible for providing showers and latrines at Camp Olympia. A preliminary inspection found major repairs were required, Olympia facilities wiring to be inadequate, and required Triple Canopy to rectify the situation. Adam's death is now being investigated by the U.S. Army's Criminal Investigation Division.
It's shoddy electrical work. They cut corners, and they don't follow, proper procedures.
We asked Triple Canopy to respond to that comment and other allegations. In a written statement, the company says it immediately notified the appropriate authorities and cooperated with investigators. The company understands the government's desire to be methodical in its investigation, but looks forward to its conclusion.
It's an outrage that the federal government has allowed this to go on for years. U.S.
Senator Bob Casey introduced an amendment to a bill that would hold contractors accountable for providing safe housing for military personnel and civilian workers. And he says there's no excuse for Hermanson's death.
I want to know who's responsible, who did the wiring, who built the facility. Were inspections even done?
Adam's body was cremated, and after the tears and the funeral, Janine says all she can think about is making sure there's a law that will protect others from her husband's fate.
He was going to be somebody, and he was going to be somebody really great. This shouldn't have happened to him, and I certainly don't want it to happen to anyone else.
Janine Hermanson is pushing for Senator Casey's amendment to become law. Tell us what you think at NBCPhiladelphia.com. Search Iraq electrocution. For the investigators, Luann Kahn, NBC 10 News.